UTRGV TV is brought to you in part by UTRGV Campus Dining.
Coming up next on UTRGV TV, Super Tuesday is March 3rd. We tell you what you can do to cast your ballot. Plus, some UTRGV students claim attending class at an off-campus building makes them feel excluded. And the last Kmart store in Texas found here in the Valley closes in a few months. We have this and more. UTRGV TV starts now. Welcome back to another UTRGV TV edition. I'm Victoria Cantu. Today is Monday, March 2nd, and at the top of this week's newscast. Tuesday is primary election day, also known as Super Tuesday. To cast your vote for the election, you must head to a polling location that matches your primary address. For more information, head on over to civic engagement at utrgv.edu. Some UTRGV fine arts students claim that attending class at an off-campus building makes them feel excluded from the Vaquero family. We spoke to the director of student activities to see if anything can be done about this situation. Our reporter Verilu Infante has more.
A visual arts student on the UTRGV Edinburgh campus has started a petition after claiming he and other students feel excluded from the main campus. The student states the main campus is where most student activities and events occur, but the visual arts building is at an off-campus location about 15 minutes away. Student Activities Director Cindy Mata states that the department tries to reach out to as many students as possible and suggests that students should approach them about these types of situations.
We are open to hosting different types of events across multiple areas on campus. I mean, they can definitely reach out to our office and we can definitely have a conversation with them to see what type of events we could do in their area, in their location.
Mata also recommends that the students approach the Student Government Association as well.
SGA is their student voice, and so those are the students that can definitely help advocate for them and get the right people at the table to have those conversations.
We requested an interview or statement from the visual arts student who began the petition and are currently awaiting a response. Reporting for UTRGV TV, Verilu Infante.
The last Kmart store in Texas is closing in a few months. There is less than 100 stores left in the U.S. and thousands of workers to be displaced. Here's reporter Elizabeth Mendoza with more.
Kmart is your savings store, where your dollar buys you more.
Save on Kmart. This is the last Kmart, not only in the Valley, but in Texas. The Kmart sitting in McAllen is just one of the 45 stores its parent company Transform Co. is closing this month. It's located off the expressway on the corner of East Frontage Road and South 10th Street. What was once one of the biggest retailers of its time is now closing its doors for good.
I actually really came here to shop was like around Christmas when I was buying Christmas presents. I used to come here a lot when I was younger, but recently I haven't really come by, but I did see the signs the store was closing, so I just wanted to stop by and see what there was or see how it was inside.
The yellow signs can be seen scattered throughout its parking lot, and inside the store, shelves and furniture fixtures already left empty. The closure comes after Kmart's parent company Transform Co. bought Kmart along with Sears out of bankruptcy. This was so that stores can be kept open and thousands of people remain with their jobs. The company did say in a statement, "We will continue to evaluate our Sears and Kmart footprint, consistent with our overall retail and service strategy." We asked an employee about the closure, and they said that the McAllen location is officially expected to close on April 11th. Reporting for UTRGV TV, Elizabeth Mendoza.
As of this week, the Physical Science Building in Edinburgh is being changed from an academic building to an administrative office. It is being renamed for the Division of Research, Graduate Studies, and New Program Development. With this change, it is also being renamed to the Innovation Building, or EINNV. In partnership with Doctors Hospital Renaissance, the second-degree BSN program prepares individuals with a bachelor's degree in another area. To enter the Bachelor of Science degree in nursing, individuals without a BSN bachelor's will then take 15 months of nursing courses and graduate with a BSN. Eligible for a licensure exam and becoming a registered nurse, there are 3 admission cycles every year, summer, fall, and spring, in which 20 students are admitted.
It's 4 consecutive semesters, so that means you go summer, fall, spring, summer if you enter in the summer, or you would go fall, spring, summer, fall if you enter in the fall. You don't get any time off. It's a fast-moving program.
The credit hour per course is the same as any undergraduate student, and the same courses that are required to enter the traditional BSN program apply. The applications for the program are now open and classes begin June 1st, 2020. The application deadline for the summer classes is March 14th. The Memorial Student Center invites the UTRGV community to Del Pasado al Futuro, reframing our masterpiece and annual conference on Latinx affairs. The 32nd Annual Student Conference will feature 5 keynote speakers involved in the Latinx empowerment and education with backgrounds in governments, academia, media, and business. There will also be workshops over a range of topics from activism through the arts of the future of Latinx. Early registration for the upcoming event is now open from April 2nd through the 4th at the A&M University. Now through March 6th, registration for non-TAMU delegates is $95 and $105 thereafter. Scholarships to the event are also available. To apply or register, visit scola.tamu.edu. And here's this week's UTRGV TV Noticias en Español with Kenia Correa.
Estudiantes de arte visual de UTRGV piden igualdad al experimentar actividades educativas y eventos de diversión en su edificio educativo. Estudiantes de arte mencionan que permanecer en este edificio ubicado fuera de la Universidad de Edimburgo en el sur de la calle Closner Boulevard los hace sentirse en desventaja y lejos de la familia Vaquero. UTRGV TV pidió una entrevista con uno de los estudiantes quien comenzó esta petición, la cual fue negada. Así que decidimos obtener más información con la directora de participación estudiantil, Cindy Mata.
Somos abiertos al escoger diferentes tipos de eventos en múltiples áreas en el campus. Mientras sepamos lo que la población estudiantil quiere, podemos tener conversaciones con ellos para ver cómo podemos incluirlos en el proceso de planificación.
UTRGV está comprometida a coordinar el mismo tipo de actividades y atención para cada ubicación. Su mayor enfoque es generar una experiencia única brindando actividades educativas para los estudiantes. UTRGV TV intentó comunicarse con el estudiante, pero no recibimos respuesta. Aún así, le estaremos dando seguimiento a este tema. Reportando para UTRGV Noticias en Español, Kenia Correa.
Now to this week's police reports. Over at the Brownsville campus, a tire deflation device was found inside a vehicle that was blocking traffic. This happened early afternoon on February 26 at the 2300 block West University Boulevard in Brownsville. The officer reportedly informed the owner of the vehicle that the device was prohibited on campus. No arrests were made, but officials say that the vehicle was removed from the area. Also in Brownsville, a faculty member claims an unknown man in a vehicle pointed a firearm at him. He says that this all happened while he was driving a UTRGV vehicle southbound on Highway US 77 last Saturday. That's when he says an unknown man in a white Ford Expedition pointed the firearm at him. Brownsville Police Department is now taking over the investigation. Now let's round up this week's sports highlights. Taking it back to Thursday night's game, the UTRGV women's basketball team hit half of its shots to beat the CSU Bakersfield Roadrunners with a score of 74-65. This is the team's second time to have shot 50% from the field in the Western Athletic Conference and was the best three-point performance game this season. On Saturday, the women came face-to-face with Grand Canyon University Lopes and won with a score of 66-47. Desiree Berge led the Vaqueros with 15 points and 7 rebounds. Junior Amara Graham scored 13 points with 5 rebounds. Junior Traylon Tyler scored 11 points with 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Johnson finished with 10 points, a season-high tying 9 rebounds and 3 assists. The UTRGV men's basketball team moved into position for the number 2 seed in the Western Athletic Conference this past Saturday by beating the Grand Canyon University Lopes. Senior Leslie Barner II led the Vaqueros with 32 points. Junior Javon Levi scored a career 25 points with 4 assists and 3 steals. Junior Chris Freeman scored a career-high 18 points. Freshman Quinton Johnson II finished with 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The Vaqueros came out on top with a score of 88-80. The baseball team kicked off a 12-game homestand with a 4-game series against South Dakota State this past weekend. Starting off with Friday, the team fell short to South Dakota State University Jackrabbits to 3-1. Stevens struck out a career-high 12 batters. The only hit was a solo home run by Josh Falk, with 1 out in the 7th that tied the game at 1. UTRGV opens up a 4-game series against NJIT on Friday at 7 p.m. at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium. That was your UTRGV Sports Highlight for this week. That's all we have for you today, but remember, if you have a story you would like for us to know about, you can contact us through our social media or email us at tv@utrgv.edu. We have community and UTRGV news every week. See you next time.